Hey everyone, my name is Sarah and today I'm here to talk to you about Invisalign and what to expect with this product. I am about 6 weeks in to my Invisalign journey. I wanted to wait a little bit before I did my first video on Invisalign just so I could really settle in, it be part of my everyday routine, and I can give you as much advice as possible for those first couple of months. A little bit about me. My teeth are reasonably straight, but I have crowding in my 2 front teeth. I was hoping by removing my wisdom teeth it would sort of rectify the situation, but it didn't. But because it wasn't such an issue, it wasn't enough for me to ever get traditional braces. However, a friend of mine ended up getting them before his wedding, and I thought, you know what, it's a much more invisible solution. Let's give it a go. So, what to expect? There's a couple of things I want to lay out on the table first that I think are really important to understand about Invisalign. Sadly, they're probably not as invisible as everyone expects before they go in and have them put on their teeth. So the most important thing that people need to understand to begin with is, more often than not, and I think you'd be a very rare case if you didn't have these, is that you're going to have attachments put on your teeth. Now, they are tooth coloured, and more often than not they're going to be on the outside of your teeth. I call these the little helping hands. They are what help grip onto your aligners and move your teeth. They need to be there, but you will get used to them. They feel awful at the beginning. You feel like you've got heaps of food stuck on your teeth, but you will know no different after a few weeks. I went in thinking this will be great, I won't need them on very long, I don't really have much wrong with my teeth, to then be reminded that, Sarah, you have a crossbite and an overbite. That also meant that I needed to get little silver buttons installed on my teeth to attach elastic bands to. So I sort of got a bit of everything, but that's okay because at the end of the day, it's 2 years. We're never going to look back on this and regret it. So you're going to have attachments and or buttons with elastic bands depending on how much needs to be corrected within your mouth. The second thing that I want to make clear is you need to take these out to eat and drink. The only thing that they say that you can consume with aligners in is water. I'm a massive foodie, my partner's a chef, so if there was anyone that was going to find a loophole in this situation, it was me. However, we do really need to listen to our orthodontist and cooperate properly. The last thing you want is to get, halfway into your Invisalign journey and the orthodontist say we need to take a few steps back. You're going to have to go back to previous aligners. It's not working properly. So it is super, super important to do this. Another important part about taking them out when you eat and drink is staining as well. I was a little bit naughty one night. I got lazy and I started drinking some red wine with my aligners in. I couldn't brush that stain out. If you want these to stay as invisible as possible, you really need to keep them really clean. If you're not eating with them or drinking with them in, they're going to stay super, super invisible. So just remember that. If you're stuck and you need to have a soft drink, put a straw in it. The less of that sugary drink that's swishing around your aligners, the better. Try and drink it with a straw, and then the next chance you get, take them out, give them a rinse, give them a bit of a scrub. So how long are you allowed to leave them out for in a day? Only 2 hours out of 24. So for the best results and the quickest results for you, you need to have them in 22 out of 24 hours a day. So you need to get used to them. It also means that you're going to suffer a little bit if you're a snacker like I am. You really need to eat breakfast, lunch and dinner, eat properly, and make sure that you're eating enough food to get you through the day, because you really need to keep these in as much as you can. Don't let that put you off. No matter what your eating style is like before Invisalign, you will adjust and it will just become part of your daily routine. You will not know any different. I did struggle at the beginning a little bit. I found it a bit of a pain, I won't lie, but again, I'm completely used to it now, so it's okay. Let's talk about getting Invisalign on. Does it hurt? No, it doesn't. There is a little bit of discomfort. They put these stretchers in your mouth that basically just means that the hygienist can get in there, apply the attachments, the buttons, help you learn how to clip your aligners in and out. However, there's no pain. The only time you're going to experience pain is when you're changing your aligners over. This happens every 2 weeks. So the orthodontist will probably start off by giving you a couple of sets. They will monitor you quite closely in the beginning, but you get to change to new aligners every 2 weeks. They're going to be very tight on your teeth because in order for them to move, the aligners need to be slightly different to your mouth mold at the time, otherwise they're not going to move. You're going to feel a lot of pressure, it's going to feel really super tight, so what I recommend that you do is put them in at night time. Let your teeth adjust while you're sleeping. It's going to be a lot better for you than trying to go through that sort of discomfort through the day, whether it be at work, whatever you're doing, try and get the worst part out at night time. That is the best advice I can give you. If you're a student and you've got an exam, try not to swap them over just before an exam or while you're studying. Feeling, I can explain, is like an annoying headache. It's not going to stop you doing anything, but it is annoying and it is there and you're going to notice it. There's no pain at the orthodontist, a little bit of discomfort. The next thing that I wish someone explained to me a bit better in the beginning was our aligners are very sharp. I still feel quite frustrated that, you know, we spend so much money on a product and Invisalign can't even smooth the edges of our aligners for us. However, if you are experiencing any sort of discomfort at the beginning, please let your orthodontist know and they will happily file back some of your aligners for you. If you don't want to have to go through this every time you swap your aligners over, this is what you need to do. I have been told that getting some acetone, now acetone, if you're not familiar with it, is what's in nail polish remover. So if you were to go to the supermarket and get nail polish remover with acetone, that will help sort of eat away at those sharp edges. I'm not a fan. I found that when I did do that, it took a lot longer and I could taste the acetone even after rinsing. So I don't recommend doing that. The best way to smooth out your aligners before you change them over, giving them a bit of a file with a nail file and then give them a buff with a nail buffer as well, just to smooth them out. If you do this, you will prevent getting any cuts in your mouth. At the beginning, I had cuts, I had ulcers, my mouth was still trying to adjust to the attachments, which feel like big lumps of food. I think my first couple of weeks could have been so much less stressful if I had just known these things. So don't panic. Just remember that in the beginning with Invisalign, you are going to feel some sort of discomfort. Your mouth is trying to adjust around, you know, something new, and you will get a little bit of a lisp at the beginning, but give it time. I promise you it will go away and I promise you it will be worth it. So that's all I can recommend at the moment, only being 6 weeks in. I will come back and have a little bit of a chat with you guys shortly once I start to see some movement within my teeth as well, and we can also talk about some new things that I would have learned as well. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to hear more about my Invisalign journey, please let me know. Any questions, drop them down below and I'll be happy to help. Thanks guys and good luck.